Welcome to another episode of Drunk Cop and a Teacher, the podcast where everything's made up and our comments don't matter, just like any additional marketing for James Bond movie. Because I even forgot that still was coming out and still even existed. And I know a trailer came out. I didn't bother to watch it though.
I'm already gonna watch it, so I don't need to watch it.
Yeah, are you just gonna watch it because it's just a James Bond movie?
I've seen all of them. Even the James Bond movie that wasn't a James Bond movie, but Sean Connery's like, why not?
League of Extraordinary Gentlemen?
No! I am.
Is it an Octopussy?
No, not Octopussy. I think it was. I'd have to look that up for a second because I'm sober.
I will never forget in middle school, my teacher was like, "We're going to see a movie," and then he's like, "This movie is called James Bond Octopussy," and the whole class laughed. And he looked with a serious face. He's like, "It's actually the name of the title," and that right there, ladies and gentlemen, was Octopussy.
Wait, what grade was this?
I was in the 6th grade.
Yeah, what school were you in? Like, what the fuck?
We were in social studies, and for some reason, that movie was part of social studies.
Yeah, it was the end of the year or something. Like, just watch this.
Yeah, it's one of those things.
It was hungover.
It was one of those things. You guys go off for a 1-week break.
It was actually, I think it was like towards the end of like when school was about to be over, and I think the teacher was like, "You know what? I dealt with your shit, all you students, and you know what? Just watch a movie. I just want to get."
We're gonna talk about shit. So today, at my school, during the school news, right? Like it's in the morning. They do the newscast, whatever.
Yeah.
They played the No Way Home trailer, which. One, I'm like, is that even legal? Like, are we allowed to do that? I don't like. I get it's on YouTube, but still, I don't know if you can broadcast it to school. Regardless, two
copyright.
They did a survey. They asked a bunch of students on campus, like, which Spider-Man is your favorite? Is it going to be Tobey Maguire, Garfield, or Holland? These kids don't know anything. Most of them, of course, picked Holland. So.
Also, I think it was Never Say Never Again. That's the one that's not really a bomb film, but it is, and it wasn't, and it was.
Wait, we were just talking about like Spider-Man, and then out of nowhere,
I just remembered, motherfucker! Spider-Man, best Spider-Man, Michael Morales.
Michael Morales.
Motherfucker, I knew a kid in high school called Michael Morales, so I just call him Michael Morales. I'm sorry. It's not going to change, man.
Welcome to another professional of podcasting with Michael Morales. Michael Morales, what do you think about this?
Spider-Man.
Oh my God. Speaking of being unprofessional, Mike, how have you been?
Listen, if you want to talk about unprofessional, week, you were late. You didn't show up to work.
Oh, all right? He's calling you out.
Where I showed up, but I was late, but I showed up.
So I was early?
Ham was actually early.
I'm not even getting paid for this, so it doesn't matter.
I'm working on it.
I'm putting a hat on right now on top of my
head. I'm trying to talk to the bank for it to be like, a corporate card. So far, what they said to me was like, what business?
Get the fuck out of here. That's what they told you. Get the fuck out of this bank.
How the fuck? I never heard of your corporation. I said we're working on it.
Yeah. So in addition to being a terrible boss, what else have you been doing?
Oh, so are we an LLC?
I don't fucking know where we're at right now.
He doesn't even know what that means. Cool.
I do know what that means, Dick.
What does it mean?
LLC.
All right, move
on. Anyways,
I
haven't been doing much. I haven't really watched anything. I think I'm still watching All American, that football series that's on CW. We're almost done with it, and then I think after we're gonna watch that Ted Lasso. I think.
Oh my God, I fucking love Ted Lasso. I told you guys about Ted Lasso even before he won all those awards.
Told you him so much. Why don't you marry him?
I did. Then I got annulled the next day.
Spoilers, no spoilers.
No spoilers, please. But I think we're
Still
gonna
fuck on my
work.
side though.
I think we're gonna work on that. But other than that, I'm just looking forward to during the weekend, where to watch the new Marvel movie.
Hmm.
I'm not even pronounce the name because I can't fucking get it right. Never in my life.
Braces.
Um, but nothing new. You're a fucking dick. What? Go ahead, Ham. What the fuck have you been up to with your indie films and fucking fuck you?
I mean, I forgot to
Next.
mention. Yeah. That's my line, motherfucker. Um, I forgot to mention last week or the week before. I don't remember. It was an interesting show slash 3D art. The Dr. Phillips calling the nope, lasting impressions. Uh, Imagine yourself being put inside basically an art piece with a bunch of famous French artists like Monet, Van Gogh, um, Renoir, I think, and some others. But me and Aaron watched that, and maybe had a bottle of wine, maybe I didn't, maybe a half. But that was very interesting. I think it's the first iteration of, I would say, how do I put this?
I don't
I
know
don't know.
where
I
he's
don't know
going
how to
with
put this.
this.
It's the beginning of
The end?
what's Oculus Rift art. You being into a art and walk
Sure.
around in a 3D dimensional portrait. It is very interesting. I enjoyed it a lot, and yeah, it's the beginning of something in the future. I'm letting you right now, exclusive. Yeah, I warned you guys about some shit before and nobody listened. But okay. And then we also went to this Fernet competition
I have
yesterday.
no idea what you do with your life anymore.
Yeah, Fernet. It's a digestif, just like Jaeger. I'm sure some one or two persons have had Jaeger and your lifetime, and it's called the bartender's shot, and it was very interesting. Had some fun. Yeah, green card all the way.
What? I can't believe I'm about to ask this. What is the competition even about? Like, it's just like who will drink the fastest shot.
No, it's a creation of a shot, almost like
So you had to create
mixology.
your own. You had to create your own shot.
Yeah, no,
So it's like
we
a
were
chili cook-off, but with drinks.
exactly. I was just there to see the drinks, and I had a little bit of one drink, but there were actual judges seeing how long it would take to
Mm,
make it and all the ingredients. Yeah, no, I was there to watch, not to participate.
got it.
Oh, got it. So you should have brought Sal. He would have loved that with the
Yeah,
mixology.
no, a lot of free swag and a lot of free food. So, hey, I think Sal would enjoy some of that stuff.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. All right.
Anything else that you remotely would
Anything?
watch before you really
I
interrupt
did
Mike and I?
watch Beer Fest again. Yay!
Beer Fest?
Is Mike too old for Beer Fest?
Oh, Beer Fest.
Oh, Beer Fest. No, I know what Beer Fest is. I just saw it one time and never again.
Okay.
That's more times than I've seen it.
Other than that,
You guys
we
do know you guys are like 2 years older than me, right?
200 years older? Holy shit.
2
yeah,
years. Mhm.
maybe in, but not in life. I mean, you know. Uh, and we just finished.
The way that your liver look, you're definitely look fucking 60.
Yeah, I'm a good 60. But we also, me and Aaron finished What We Do in the Shadows, the series.
Oh, nice.
Uh, it the new season comes out tomorrow, aka a couple days ago, if you want to look at like that. So yeah. Um. Other than that, I can't think of any. But you know me, I might interrupt Sal when I remember something.
Yeah, well, I haven't watched shit other than the required homework.
Nothing.
No, I mean, like, yeah, I haven't really watched anything. I've been just busy with work and the dailies of my games because I know you have Fallout
Oh,
76 dailies.
oh, yeah. Talk shit
I
about
I
my
have my
dailies now. This
I have my
guy's.
own dailies, but at least my games aren't as shitty as yours.
Oh
um,
no. Oh, that reminds me. Did you guys watch Quakecon?
no,
Yeah, no, Bethesda. They just I mean, the executive game developer quit, but he's looking into doing other things. They announced a lot of things about Fallout 76. Ah, mwah, looks phenomenal.
sure, yeah, sounds great. Why not? I like I said, I haven't done anything. I still haven't started The Witcher. I have every intention to. I will start The Witcher soon. I just did the required homework, and then I got to figure out if I can make it to see Shang-Chi on Thursday night if I can, which I'm
Well,
hoping
I
to.
had tickets today.
Well, you pass up on those kind of.
I told you you
Yeah.
can have a. That's what I'm trying to tell
But
you.
if
Someone
we
took really
if we can
funny.
if we can talk about one particular thing before we talk about Candyman,
Yeah.
because listeners, we I have a topic I want to bring up that I want to get
That
people's
was
opinions
one.
for. We're gonna then talk about Candyman, which is our main
That's
movie
two.
discussion, and then we do have a couple headlines to follow up. One concerning the Apple lawsuit thing, like there's some new development there, and
Again.
then yeah, I know, right? And then I think there's like a couple of delays for movies, and then Ham's
Still?
gonna play some Netflix mobile games, and
Oh,
then
yeah.
we're that'll be pretty much it. So we may go through another I don't know, episode without intermission. Maybe, maybe not. I think Mike misses saying intermission, so maybe we'll just give him this one chance
I
again.
don't.
Please, 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 please,
But we
please.
shall see. Okay, so I want to bring up something that I don't think we've ever really fully addressed. Although I think one of us, I can't remember if it was me or Mike, kind of bitched about it. It's about pre-orders through a like rewards club system.
Yes, that was me.
Okay.
Yes.
Assassin's Creed thing?
No. So,
No.
Mm.
when the consoles were still were starting out for pre-orders, I think this was like maybe a couple months in. GameStop and oh God, I don't remember what was the other place because it wasn't just GameStop. But basically, if you were not part of their like paid reward system or whatever, then you didn't get first dibs at pre-orders, right? So if GameStop, you had to be a pro member, and when you log into your account, you know they recognize you're a pro member, and then you have like the option to pre-order the thing because they're giving it first dibs to pre-order to the pro members. So if you weren't a pro member, you didn't see shit. You just saw the listing as like unavailable or not ready until whatever.
Yep.
Um, so I don't remember what my stance was on it, although even what I will say, due to a recent pre-order I wanted to do, I was both screwed over and helped by this system. And as much as I
Mm.
got screwed over, I think I'm on the side of I don't mind that type of system. And I'll follow it up later with why, but I'm just curious what you guys' thoughts were.
I don't. Okay, I like the idea and I like the concept of having this. You know, you having a I don't know, this fucking membership shit, and it gives you a chance to get the consoles, right? But I think GameStop honestly always finds a way to fuck it up, and that's what they're known for. Even though they might have like the most interesting ideas, but they always find a way to shit the bed. So what I mean by is that I've heard this complaint, I have read about it, is that they'll invite you to for you to go inside having a chance of getting one of these consoles. They'll send you the email, you get inside the link, and then you're on a waiting like on a waiting room and whatever. And the moment that you're already about to like get out of the waiting room, the console is already sold out because they give other people a chance to purchase more than just one console. They're able to actually to purchase probably actually more than three And I've actually have read that there's actually people that were able to buy 9 consoles.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
So I like the idea, but I don't like how GameStop has done it. And I think GameStop, honestly, like it's just a definition of like great ideas, but they find a way to always fuck the customers over. If there's a company that could do the same exact thing, but actually do it in a good way, that's a good, and I'm all for it. But the way that they have it right now, I'm against it.
Okay. Ham, thoughts?
I mean, you do it too, Sal. Like it comes to exclusive, whether it be Target or Walmart, whatever. They have like action figures or usually Funko Pops.
Right.
It's just trying to get you in their like Apple is the main motherfucker. They're trying to get you in their ecosystem. So they're like, "Hey, we have this. Come on,
Yeah, but to,
just once." But
just to clarify though, like with a Target Funko Pop exclusive, anyone can buy that. It's just exclusive to that store. What I'm trying to say is like think of it as okay, I have to be a Target Circle member in order to buy this particular item. So like I'm signing up for their rewards point system or whatever. Like GameStop being a pro member, paying at $15 a month or no, $15 a year or whatever to get access to this
but you
item
get
before the
magazines.
public does.
um. Yeah, it is, but that's what they want you to do in general. They want you to be. It's a little bonus, I guess, but it is a
Right.
little
So my
fucked up.
question to you though then is that the way things should go moving forward? Like if but the problem with the scalping nowadays is this the right way to go?
When it comes to scalping, if they can make sure that it is deterring scalping, sure. I mean, it all depends because I don't think that the scalpers are doing this to get. I mean, maybe not, but I think it does deter the fact that hey, I'm a member of something that I like, and then maybe I'll get an extra chance to buy a system that I want. So in my mind, I don't think the scalpers are doing this over just buying consoles directly from the companies. So if you need a subsidiary to be like, hey, you got any deals or any offers that can help me out? I think it just depends on the consumer if they want to put in that effort and money. Um, I accidentally, well, no, I just wanted the magazines again. I'm like, give me the magazines. And then you told me about, hey, they're doing this. I'm like, oh shit, I have to pay. And I'm like, oh shit, I'm already in this ecosystem. I don't have to pay for shit. I'm already in this accidentally. I just like, okay, cool. Got it. Should that be the right way, the normal way to do this? No, but it's an incentive.
Okay, so I'm kind of leaning more for I'm for this moving forward in across a whole lot of companies. I mean, when it comes to the consoles themselves, I mean we continuously got screwed over again and again and again.
Yeah,
But
who's got a PlayStation 5? Anybody?
yeah, exactly. But I just okay, so my first experience of why was because of Pokemon cards. There's a new like holiday set that's coming out that's got people going crazy over, one of those sets that's going to be money making. If you get the right ones, you sell them for hundreds of dollars, blah blah whatever. And so
But
I got the I guess I saw the Twitter post about it saying, "Hey, these are going to become available for pro members at this time, so log in or whatever." And I was like, "Oh, this is kind of neat, I guess." Like you were just saying, I'm in the ecosystem. It's like, okay, cool, I can take advantage of this. Now, I
mm-hmm.
did get screwed over a few of those listings because it just were sold out by the time I got there. But I
Yeah.
managed to lock in a few products. And I was like, "Oh, sweet, great! Now I don't have to worry about this because I have it pre-ordered now."
Yeah.
And then there was the Xbox Series X Halo Infinite console that just recently came up that I was
Mm-hmm.
trying to get for my buddy, but
Oh,
it was
your
already
quote unquote buddy?
it was too late. It was too late for me to get one. Like I got in, and I was at checkout, but it sold out. But then I started thinking there's a Pokemon the PokemonCenter.com has like a subscription email, just like all these other companies, right? You sign up for you either choose to sign up for the emails to get the latest deals or whatever, and most of the time we just ignore it because they just are trying to sell us stuff that we don't want. There were these particular items on Pokemon Center that were selling out very fast, and people were scalping them, like little mini Pikachu figurines that cost like $15. People were scalping them for like 70, $80 on eBay. Um, there at the third figure of the series, I noticed, and I haven't seen anyone talk about this, but I noticed that there was an email sent to me from Pokemon Center, like they normally do, and they say, "Hey, here's the figure. It's available for pre-order. Go get it now." And I was like, "Oh, okay, cool." Like at that point, because I missed out on the first two, I was like, "I just don't care about this anymore." So I'm just gonna check out the link to see if it's still pre-orderable, and it was, pre-orderable for a while. But then when I checked the Pokemon Center website, it wasn't showing up at all in their database. Like I couldn't find it under new releases. I couldn't find it under figures. I couldn't even find it under fucking Pikachu. Like it just wasn't showing up. And so I was like, is this an error? And so I went back to the email, clicked on the link, and it took me straight there. And it was real. It was the page right there. As I could pre-order. It was in my cart. It was everything. And I was like, oh, this is weird. Like, is this like just a secret like link like that's only sent out to people through this like email thing? And they did it again like two more times. And it was always through that link that you were able to get access to it first, and it didn't show up publicly until about half an hour later. And it did help. Like it was easy for people to get those specific figures through that email because they were up for pre-orders for quite a while until eventually I think like 15 minutes after it went public it was sold out because of course scalpers. So I don't know. I'm for, because of that experience, I'm like, I feel like then this should be done everywhere. Like this is
Well, that's what
better
I'm sort of
than
saying, right?
this is better than just throwing it out there for just anybody to get. Like if you're a real hardcore fan of something and
Yes.
you subscribe
Yeah,
to the thing, then yeah, you kind of should get first dibs at it because then
I agree.
you're signed up for a reason. Like, and if you actually cared, and you would read it, and then you would get access to it. Like, I kind of like where that's going. Yeah, I get people can argue the $15 a year for GameStop is like, oh shit, why do I have to pay extra money to do that? Like, oh, if you have that mentality, I feel like maybe you're just only there just to get that one thing, and so like it
But
doesn't pertain to you. So
but also
shop
to your
somewhere else.
scenario, what are you paying?
Uh, just for the GameStop thing.
No, no, what you just said about all the Pokemon stuff. That was
I mean, I'm still paying retail price for the products though. Like
no, but
I
what are you paying for the Pokemon stuff? Or was this actually through GameStop?
the stuff that I managed to pre-order was through GameStop.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so it was interesting.
And yeah, I mean, like I said, I was pretty pleased. I was like, cool. I don't have to worry about fucking finding these in stores or, relying on Amazon or whatever that gets immediately scalped. Like I got a couple of products and I'm happy about that because I don't have to, that's two or three less items to worry about in the whole thing.
What's 15
No,
bucks a
like
year? $1.50? Get the fuck out of here. There you go, man.
I mean, like I mentioned,
And
like
you get the magazines.
oh, fuck the magazines. Like I mentioned, it's a good idea, but I think they need to. They definitely need to work on the system of just where you're able to purchase a certain amount of things, especially with the new consoles. I think with the Pokemon cards, of course, I think they do need to have that system because there's a lot of resellers that are just taking advantage of this, and for some reason they're attractive to Pokemon cards now. Fuck
'Cause they're
you.
making money, man.
Yeah, fuck you for anybody who's like that and you're listening to this. You're a fucking piece of shit.
Yeah, Mike.
And fuck your mother. So,
Whoa.
but regardless,
Yeah,
bro,
Mike.
yeah. So, I like I said, this system works but there's always going to be some fucking missteps how they don't have like that limit, and I think they need to put it on for sure.
But just real quick, because I'm gonna come back to this a little later. It's like signing up for your let's say, app from a food establishment that you like, or sign up for their emails. They'll like update you, like, oh, this is gonna happen soon or whatever. I mean, it's not time sensitive as buying, video games or stuff that sells out quick, but you like a certain restaurant, or let's say not restaurant, fast food, you download their app. You want to order and do stuff and get updates and all that. That's sort of more of a thing that's happening now, but
Right.
also with companies and all that. You Twitter, Facebook, you sign up and might want to follow you and see what's gonna happen. So the more you're invested, I think the more you get. Ooh, I'm blanking. Rewards, I guess. I don't
Yeah,
know
the
how to
more in
explain
return,
it.
the more you invest, the more return.
Yeah, but the more, yeah,
But
basically.
I'm gonna probably bite my tongue later about this. But
Mm.
I'm liking though that the Pokemon Center did that email thing. I feel like that is a better incentive to subscribe to an email list than just you know just just sign up at all and just get shit like all the time. Like it's
Yeah,
just I'm because I never I
and
always
that's free.
unsubscribe. Like yeah, it's always a free thing. Like, you
Yeah.
always subscribe to someone's email like when you make an account for them online, and it's just like nope, I don't want to get deals from you because I just don't want to see their promotions. Where in this one, it's like hey, I get a link that takes me to something that I get access to before anybody
Mhm.
else.
Yeah.
And they also started doing like a promotional card through the email. Like you get
Yeah.
emailed a specific unique code to get a promo card with your
Oh,
order
an
and
actual
stuff.
card. I thought you meant like their credit
No,
card. Oh, okay.
no, like an actual like yeah Pokemon cards itself.
Okay.
So
Okay.
I like that better. I hope that kind of continues. Maybe it'll bite me back later down the line and I get
Well, it
totally
wouldn't be
screwed
your
over.
fault. It'd be their fault.
But yeah, I just think moving forward, companies should look into that. I mean, it'll help their business and it'll help, the people that really genuinely care about their products to get their products first before anybody else.
Yeah, and good advertisement too. Be like, hey,
All right, let's just do the headlines. We'll do intermission and then we'll save the movie for last. We'll
got it.
do that order. Moving with the headlines, Ghostbusters, Top Gun, and Jackass all got delayed.
The fuck?
Ghostbusters only got delayed by 1 week, so instead
Okay.
of November
Okay.
12th, comes out November
Okay.
19th,
Okay.
just in time for Thanksgiving. Top Gun and Jackass got delayed to 2022.
I don't give a fuck.
I kind of care about Top Gun, but Jackass I don't
I've
give two
never seen
shits
the
about.
original.
I care about all three of them.
I don't know why that
Cool,
was so funny.
man.
Jackass. It's stupid. I don't understand why people are still into that. Like I don't know.
Uh,
I'll never understand the youngin' kids these days.
yeah,
Oh,
dude,
shut your
this
ass
shit came
up.
out when you were like, or when we were like in high
I
school.
know, but it's
It's
just
just
I never.
nostalgia.
It's also just stupidity, and that's goes
But
to
that's the
what.
point of it. It's just
That's
like
what Mike
once.
is.
That's
Yeah.
what we have
That's
TikTok for.
no,
Yeah.
no, 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 no.
Nowadays, they
Listen,
invented this shit,
You love Steve-O, you love Johnny Knox.
I don't even know who's who.
Shut your ass up. Yes, you do. So it's sad that it's getting delayed, but hey, I mean, whatever.
You know
I don't
what
know.
else is sad?
Me and Bam are yeah, we're boycotting all this because
That's sad too.
we were hanging out for a bit.
Uh, Random headline here. I'm just gonna throw it out there. We don't have to go into a whole discussion, but I
We
just thought
won't.
this was interesting. China sets 3-hour limit for kids playing
Oh, I
online
did
video
see that.
games.
Yeah.
They can only play on Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and public holidays.
Yeah,
This is this is why every other country in the world is better than us.
no, the article I saw was like, oh, games are gonna get a lot easier.
What? You agree with this?
Do you know how many stupid video games out there that are rotting people's brains?
Also, I don't no, I don't agree. I agree on a parent to offspring uh sort of rules, but I don't think it should be enforced on the government.
I don't think
True.
so either. I mean, that's taking away your freedom. Like, okay, what happens if you're done with all your homework and you're still doing good in school, and you're like, you know what?
Jeff.
Like, I still have fucking time,
Yeah,
you know.
congratulations, Mikey. Go ahead and play, that game where you shoot up people and, beat up hookers and stuff like that. You
Prison.
deserve this.
Yeah, why not?
I literally had a kid the other day talk about GTA 5, and I was like, what? Okay, I get that. I mean, Ham started playing when he was much younger, but sure.
Yeah. I'd be like, kid, what are you doing? This game's almost older than you.
But like, you know what I mean? Call of Duty. I mean, I will understand Fortnite. Fortnite is rotting people's brains. It shouldn't even fucking exist.
No, if anything, it's Roblox. I just got like a little bit more
Oh,
into
yeah.
like seeing what the world of Roblox is like, and I hate it because it's like it's so stupid the way people like mod things or like try to switch up things, and it's like I saw like kind of partially what it was doing to my kids. I was like, no, we're not doing this anymore. You're not doing Roblox. I blocked that shit. No, we're not doing this anymore.
Where is that?
Roblox?
I don't know what I've seen memes about it or anything. I don't know where is that on?
Anywhere. I think it's like any
Phone?
PC or whatever. Like you can just get it anywhere.
Phone?
I think so. Yeah.
Huh.
I don't know. I good for them for at least governing. It's okay. I get it. Yes, through the government shouldn't really be the thing, but I don't know. It's for the kids.
Your kids are going to jail if they do. That's for the kids.
Let's see what is next. Yeah, we can talk about the Netflix gaming service thing.
Real quick. Yeah.
Netflix's gaming service
Yeah,
now
why not?
available, but only if you live in Poland and if you own an Android device. We already knew they were going into the gaming service. If you have an Android device, you can try out its gaming service now. Like I said, it's only available in Poland, and they only have the games Stranger Things the game and Stranger Things 3 the game. What happened to number 2?
They
it's
skipped
too
two.
late. It's too late.
Alright.
It's too late.
You can install and play within the Netflix app. It does not charge any additional fees. And that's pretty much all it is to it. So it is through its quote unquote beta.
No
I
in-app
suppose.
purchases.
Not that it mentions. Users can expect no ads or in-app purchases when trying out the feature.
Mm-hmm.
So if it's the mobile
So far, so
world
good.
that they're going to try to dominate, I guess Games Pass doesn't have anything to worry about.
Yeah, more for sure. They don't have nothing to worry about. It's definitely is a mobile game.
Yeah,
like,
but I like the synergy of all the aspect of it. One of the few games, or maybe there was two, but the one that I think of on top of my head was Mass Effect Andromeda, where you could actually do stuff in the mobile app game that helped you out and like do like little missions to collect certain items. I thought that was cool, and I think the other one was, I think it was Ghost Recon, whatever lands, wetlands, borderlands, whatever it was called.
but I have one thing though. I have one thing to say.
All right,
about
what's your
this.
one thing?
It's going to be for sure, 100%. I'm confident to say this is that they're going to have a bundle where you're able to purchase the mobile games and the Netflix itself, and it's going to be like probably like $25 a month. Or there's going to be two options: just get the mobile or just the Netflix. I am not interested at all in signing up for a streaming streaming game mobile shit because I don't even play that much mobile games. But I'm just saying that that's going to happen.
No, I think you're thinking 5 years in the past. I'm thinking right now it would be in like
5 years in the past.
yeah, I'm thinking in purchase stuff in the game, like or ads for other Netflix stuff.
No. I'm
I
talking
don't
about
think there would be a
Netflix.
bundle.
No,
No,
for sure it'll be a bundle.
No. I'm thinking they will do in ads for certain Netflix shows or in-game purchases. I don't
So
think
within the game, we'll get a
Yeah.
advertisement about The Witcher.
Yeah,
something like
exactly.
that.
Or then purchases.
I can see that.
Yeah, I don't think they'll try to bundle it because that's more forced than anything. They'll just want to get you more. Like I said before, the ecosystem of Netflix, as in, oh, just more Netflix stuff in your mind instead of
I
trying
don't
to
think they'll
charge you
make
more.
this free. I don't think so.
I think
Especially
no,
when
I think they will, and I'm kind of on Ham's side where I think that that is how they make it free, is that they promote their own shit within those
yeah,
games. And the fact is, or not the fact, the like if this is just mobile games that they're trying to corner here, then people will see it as, oh well, we expect this from mobile games anyway, so
yeah,
it's not as intrusive as we
no,
probably should
it's the
make it
norm.
out to be.
Yeah,
It's like, ah yeah, well of course this has that banner at the top that says go watch this, or that thing like, hey, click here or watch this video for 30 seconds if you want this,
get the
extra gem or
bonus.
whatever.
Yeah, whatever.
Like, I think that's how they're probably going to go about it.
Especially when I think this is more targeted to kids where they're not actually paying for Netflix, their parents are, but now they have a little bonus free game on the side and like, oh, okay, cool. So they're
Yeah, I
they're
don't
just
know.
trying to get a younger audiences, like nicotine does sometimes. Back in the day, not now, because they'll get sued.
I love how you mentioned something that actually kills your body comparing to something that the whole family watches.
No, but like somebody said, it's gonna
Just
rot your
that
brain.
comparison.
It's gonna rot your brain.
Well, speaking of lawsuits, Apple is finally ready to settle a years-old lawsuit from developers. But this doesn't mean Epic has won its own App Store
It's
related
been a year.
case. I guess so, yeah.
Okay.
You're
Um,
still on this?
yeah, this is going to be ongoing, I'm sure, still for
Yeah.
another little
Oh, for
while,
sure. Oh, yeah. It takes time and money.
because the main thing hasn't been resolved. But according to this, pending approval, Apple will pay out $100 million and also clarify several of its App Store policies. Most notably, it will allow developers to reach out to customers with permission from the user to collect information inside their apps, allowing them to email about alternative payment options available outside the App Store. And then there's a whole bunch of other mumbo jumbo to this, but it sounded like, okay, so they still can't technically have their own in-store like purchases kind of thing, but they can communicate with the customers to say, hey, we have these other alternative options if you're interested.
That's confusing. That's just confusing.
Lawsuits usually are. I mean, I don't quite get it myself either, but it sounds like there's like Apple's starting to slightly break. Like maybe they're like, oh, we took a
Because of the
misstep.
lawsuit.
But I don't see them really spending $100 million into something of like, hey, you could so you could tell people that you could
No,
advertise that you have something in the game, but you cannot show it in the game. That's how I hear
Yeah,
it.
I'm trying to wrap my head around that either. I'm pretty sure there's a better way of explaining that, but I think it's just like the first step of allowing, these companies to have their own in-app purchases or whatever it is that began this whole thing, like the
yeah.
whole Fortnite ordeal.
I don't know. How does Pokemon Go do it?
I don't know, because you're buying coins and then
You're
you
buying
use those
coins.
coins. I think that's what it is. If you're buying currency and you're using that currency for something else, that's kind of like the loophole, as opposed to like just buying the item straight up.
No,
Like if I
but
were to
doesn't
buy just
Fortnite
the
have a
Pokeballs,
currency?
like
Yeah, Fortnite does have a currency. So
Yeah.
like, why were they getting shut down because of currency? Like if you're gonna buy a skin, you had to buy currency to buy that skin and then use it. So
Maybe they were making so much money they didn't give a fuck. I
listeners,
don't
or
know.
if any of you are attorneys, lawyers of any kind, can you like dumb this down for us so that
Yeah,
way we
yeah,
have
hit
a
me
better
up. I might
idea?
need one soon.
go to our Twitch and Instagram, Drunk Cop and a Teacher, and let us know why we don't understand it and how stupid we are.
Yeah, drop some comments down. I need some legal advice eventually.
I don't know. I mean, at least Apple is kind of. I can't even say they're kind of losing, but at least they didn't win this one little battle, I guess.
Man, it's only $100 million. They're a trillion,
Yeah, that's like
close
a
to a
nice one to
$1 trillion
go.
company. Yeah, for
Yeah.
real.
All right. Let's do intermission, and then we'll regroup and talk about Candyman.
Intermission. Intermission. Intermission.
Was that 5 or 4?
I thought that was 4.
I thought that was 4 too.
Yeah.
Intermission.
Okay.
Yeah. He was looking at himself in the mirror when he did that.
He's like, I don't want to do it. I don't want to do it.
Yeah.
No.
Candyman, a horror thriller film, was only an hour and a half, which
Yep.
I don't know why that was
Mhm.
surprising to me when I noticed
It
that.
was
like,
surprising to me
huh.
as well.
This is a sequel, kind of, I think, right?
Yeah.
Because I
Yeah,
never
it's a
saw the
sequel.
original Candyman. Did you guys see the original?
Nope.
I did. I am a huge fan of the 1992 Candyman. It's definitely in my, I would say, top 3 favorite horror films of all time.
Really?
Yes,
I
Oh, well, I was gonna say this was my second horror film that I saw
see.
while growing up.
I remember seeing like images, or I guess
Oh, that was the
seconds.
trivia. Oh, I just remembered. Thank you.
I remember seeing images or like videos, I guess, really quick of Candyman with the hook, and he kills somebody. I think it was like in a shower or a bathroom or something. I don't remember, but I was like, "Oh, okay, they're doing this movie again." I think, but I guess this is a Is this a direct sequel to the first one?
Yeah, it's a direct sequel, but it's sort of like a revamp.
Okay.
I could explain it later on.
IMDb gives it an 8.3 out of 10.
Ooh,
Rotten Tomatoes, 84%.
84. Okay.
Here's a newcomer, Fandango. When was the last
What?
time we talked about Fandango?
Whoa.
Fandango. I haven't seen Fandango in like 15 years.
Yeah, well, Fandango also doesn't know where the other 26% of this population is, because 74% like this movie.
Oh.
Okay. What about like Google?
Yeah, well, I guess Ham must have taken the same mailing list as Fandango, but then invited his cousin over. So 80% like this movie from Google users.
Oh, nice. Okay.
Yeah. The synopsis here is fairly long. Let me just try to get through it. In present day, a decade after the last of the Cabrini Towers were torn down, Anthony and his partner moved into a loft in the now gentrified Cabrini. I think that's something like that, right? I don't know if I'm saying that
Cabrini,
right.
yeah, Cabrini
Sounds
Green.
good to me.
A chance encounter with an old timer exposes Anthony to the true story behind Candyman. Anxious to use these macabre details in his studio as fresh grist for paintings, he unknowingly opens a door to a complex past that unravels his own sanity and unleashes a terrifying wave of violence. Starring Tony Todd, who I think was the original Candyman.
Yeah,
No.
Tony Todd is the original Candyman.
Okay,
But not starring. Well, I mean, sure.
well, he's in here,
Yes.
kind of. Yahya Abdul Mateen II, who plays Anthony, who's our kind of main character in
Yeah.
all this.
And he is also known as Manto from Aquaman.
Oh, really? That's the guy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay,
Mhm.
cool.
Yeah.
Tiana Paris, who plays his girlfriend.
Girlfriend.
And then Coleman Domingo, Cassie Kramer, Nathan Stewart, Jarrett, Vanessa Estelle. Those are the ones at the top of the list here.
Also, Domingo, Fear the Walking Dead. Mwah! So good.
You just kissed him?
No, I it's like a good meal. Mwah!
You think of him as a meal?
No, a snack.
You think? Okay, there we go. All right, we'll do our usual routine of cards, and then we'll talk about what we thought about the movie afterwards.
Mhm.
So again, full spoilers ahead. If you haven't seen it, well, that's your own damn fault. You probably should have before you heard anything about this movie. So last time, it's spoilers moving forward. Mike, what is your card for this movie?
Green card.
Ham?
Yellow.
Yeah, I'm a yellow too. I'm
Good.
a
Okay.
solid yellow.
Yeah.
Wow, I'm actually surprised by you two.
What, you think we would hate it, or we would like it more than we thought?
No, I thought you guys will hate it.
Really?
No,
I
Yeah.
was looking forward to this movie because I was the
I
one
was
that
too.
I pointed it out in the theaters when we saw. I was like, "Oh, this looks good."
Yeah.
Um, I don't know where I want to
Mhm.
start this conversation because I don't know how I actually felt about the movie the whole way through, and I think I'm pretty sure that I was the only stupid one to not realize what was happening until the very end of the movie with the whole like police brutality, like racial thing going
Oh no
on.
no 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 no! It is. This is. It, Jordan Peele. He did Us. He did that other one. It's definitely ingrained into the movies
Right,
that.
but what I'm saying is like I did not catch that until she was arrested in the cop car and he was like being a dick to her, and I was like, "Oh, what the fuck are you doing?" Like, "Oh, wait. Oh shit. Oh my god, this whole time I didn't even see it. It was right in front of me. Like that's what this is about, really?"
Well, I mean, they talked about the gentrification,
Yeah, I know, but like
the gentrification of.
I don't
Well,
expect like politics in my horror movies. That's the thing. Like I
it's
don't
Jordan
expect
Peele. You should.
I don't listen. Last time we had tea
No,
together,
no,
we
you're
Not
literally
wrong,
talked
Ham.
about
politics. This is
politics.
more not. This is not
Mm,
politics.
No, not
Okay, like
politics, but
social,
the
what social
but
political bit.
Jordan Peele doesn't really do that. He finds
In his movies, yes, he did. Like white
mm,
people taking over black people's bodies.
Yeah,
but
isn't
that
that
was
what Get Out was? Like Get
it
Out
was
is like one of those
yeah,
things.
Yeah.
Get Out was one of those things, but it was not as much in your face on like this movie.
Well, I don't think it was that much in your face if Sal didn't notice it.
I think it was, but my mind wasn't like, oh, cool, I'm gonna see fucking
Because it's
slashing
a
and
horror
killing
movie.
and police brutality messages in my movie. Yeah, no, I wasn't thinking that. Like my head was like, I want to feel suspense, I want to feel the thrill, I want to be scared, and I didn't really get actually any of that. It's less of a horror movie than I thought it was because there were some
Yeah.
moments of like, oh, cool, it builds up like some like tension that you're gonna see this guts and gore and all this shit, but then you don't really get to see it, and it's like, oh,
Yeah.
okay,
Also, to be fair, I've seen every Key and Peele episode, so there you go.
I don't know what that means, but sure, I believe you. I don't know how I feel about the movie because I didn't get the thrill, like the thriller side of things. Like there was some tension, sure, but I just didn't feel scared. And but I liked the story enough that I was interested the entire way from beginning to end. And I
Mm,
like kind of hearing some of the backstory. And I think maybe that comes from me not watching the first Candyman.
mm,
So I was like
Hmm.
a little bit more intrigued. But then when I finally realized what was going on, at least on the social political side of things, I was like, oh, this, no wonder this kind of felt weird to me this whole time. Like, because it was like, why did they keep bringing this up? Why do they keep like talking about, like the being kicked out of the community and being, isolated or whatever? I was like, why is this happening? And then I just like, I finally got it at the end. I was like, oh, huh, all right. I don't know if I really needed that because that's not what I'm here for, but it's there. I didn't exactly hate it, I guess. So I don't know. I'm like very weird. Like I felt very weird leaving the theater and going like, I don't know if how much I
mm.
really liked it. I mean, that's all I'll say for now. I'm sure I'll add on more when you guys talk. But who I don't know who wants to go next.
Ham, I want to go last.
Okay. The one thing that I was CGI was almost there, but not fully. That's
Yeah,
my biggest thing. I literally there's again maybe 8 people in the theater, including me, and one guy just started bursting out laughing where he kills his I don't even know who it was critic psychiatrist. I don't fucking know that white woman in the apartment, and she's like getting dragged by the I guess the not mirror the window. That was really bad. This guy just started busting out laughing. I'm like, I agree with you, man. That was bad. Um, the when he's looking himself at in the mirror, but it's not him. It was so close to being good, but it was like a little like you can tell that it's not real or a practical effect. And I'm just like, all right, not bad, but not good enough. Um, I did get a little bored after maybe the story, whatever, than the other story. In between, at the end, when in the spot, I'm gonna end first. Before the first kills, and then right before like getting introduced to everyone and seeing like right there, I was just like, this could speed up a little bit. But the main thing or the good thing is it really made me want to watch the original. I did not see the original, and I'm like, all right, I want to see how this all pieces together. Pieces together, yeah. Um, but I don't know. A lot of people have talked about, hey, at least there wasn't a white savior in this movie, which I guess the first one had. uh, I don't know. With also the one thing that threw me off was I was trying to figure it out. I'm like, all right, well, she's dealing with that again. It's spoilers, of course. Uh, she dealt with her father being a tormented artist, and he killed himself. I'm like, where is that really gel? Like, of course, it's sort of happening again, but where is that have to do with
Relevant?
Candyman? Yeah,
Yeah,
exactly.
there's no
Relevant.
connection to it. It was
Like it's
really out of place. Like it was cool to
yeah,
see it at first, and I was like, oh, maybe this is gonna be like a story about
yeah,
her this whole time. Like,
yeah,
oh, this is an interesting take. And then when the movie ends, it's like, wait, what about the father? Like, there was nothing to this. Like, we're just giving her some like traumatic issues. That's it. Like,
yeah.
you could have done that any other way. Like, don't use a family figure because that shit's important. Like, unless you're gonna connect back to it. Like, I thought maybe I don't know, Candyman was like someone that she already knew this whole time or
Yeah,
whatever.
that
But
would make
like,
sense.
but they
Oh,
didn't. They never did anything about it.
no,
So I was
also,
like, all right, whatever.
yeah, also, it didn't have to do anything with the social injustice, too. That had nothing to do with that or Candyman. It was just her past, but it really if it did, it was like a very thin little string connecting to what was happening to her present day. So, eh. Um. Other than that, like I said, it did want me to watch the other movie about this, so that's a plus. Would I watch this again? No.
Yeah.
Would I recommend this to some people?
I would not recommend it to
I,
somebody.
I don't know. I mean, if you're into art and uh
Which
very
you are.
passionate a bit. Oh yeah, yeah, I am. But this is fake art. This is
I
just
mean, when
fake.
you were explaining your whole thing at the beginning of this episode, and I was like thinking, like, you got a whole mirror going on too. Are you this guy? Like, should we work? Should we be looking at your arm and seeing if you're scratching a little too much? Like,
Oh
you and you're
no.
stepping into the.
Drinker
All
man.
right, Mike,
Drinker man.
tell us
Drinker
why
man.
you liked it so much, and see if you can maybe persuade me at least, because I know him's pretty stubborn. So
Yeah. Also bias again, horror movie. Ugh.
that's true.
uh, I will agree with you about the maybe bias, but to give you a little bit more background about me with Candyman is that to me Candyman the first one is more of a poetic of love and horror. The thing is that Candyman is not supposed to be a slasher or jump scare film. It's supposed to be actually a film of discomfort, creepy, like holy shit moment. Then that's what the first film is. That's what the first film is. Is that the first film was you have this school girl. She's in college. She's and she's writing a paper, and she picks up the urban legends that she's heard, and she heard about Candyman. So she goes back to Greeny. That's where the area that where it's located.
Mhm.
And it's a real, and it would, and if it was a real location until they took it down in 2011. So the way that the film was using that as in, oh yeah, that building used to be here in
Interesting.
Chicago, because it was actually in real life that they took it down, they destroyed it, and
That's
they now
cool.
they build um now they build a lot more townhomes, they build a lot more things for the
Which
area
they
to
talked
be.
in the film, yeah.
Yeah, they talked in the film, so I thought that was a really cool Easter egg that they mentioned. So the first film was the girl was just trying to write a paper of like, okay, is Candyman even real, right? So she goes back there, and of course she goes inside of a hole, and then she sees like these types of graffiti art of Candyman, and stuff like that. And then she finds the candy wrapped, and inside of it, it's just like with razor blades and stuff. And she, of course, she writes her paper saying he's not real. I said his name 5 times, and blah blah blah. So
Oh, so
people,
you saw it. So when does this
Mhm.
actually take place? Like present day when the movie was shot?
of
The
1992.
original, yeah.
It was present day. It was 1992
Okay.
present day. Yeah, it
Okay.
wasn't like 1977 how the movie is.
Yeah, that's what I
Um,
was like wondering. All that. Okay.
yeah. So Candyman starts to pretty much haunting her,
Hmm.
asking her to be his victim, asking her to, because you put my name in question and now I'm in jeopardy of not existing. Because the thing is
Mm.
that people need to say his name, people need to feel like he just wants that to be reckoned. He wants
Well,
his
so that's
story
sort of
to
like
be.
Freddy Cougar. You have to know his name.
Mhm.
Don't you start talking
Yeah.
about him again? He shows up and does his shit.
Yeah, pretty much like that. And then this one is pretty much where there's a lot of things of like a lot of fans they talk about of, was Candyman in love with this girl? Because just like the movie mentioned, is that he was a slave that was a painter. He fell in
Hmm.
love with a white woman and got her pregnant, and she just felt terrible because, of course, like it was like the law back then where you're not supposed to get pregnant or make love with a slave.
Well, that
And
was
he
the
got
Also,
original. That was the original Candyman. But then they
that was
showed
the original.
others that were just kind of carrying the legacy, but didn't have the same
Mm.
story. Like
yeah.
they
They
were
didn't. They
just
didn't.
falsely accused of being of things.
But also, I
Yeah.
want to quick mention that
Hmm.
I was more invested in that sort of romantic love story than the actual movie I watched, where it's him and her. I'm like, I
Hmm.
don't care. I don't. Did you guys feel that at all?
The romance between Anthony and his girlfriend, Brenda, right? That's her name, I believe so, or
If you say so,
Brianna.
man. I don't know.
Um, the chemistry right there was sort of like it was up and down. It's where that she cares about him and she's trying to help him, but I just felt like it was more like a helping hand instead of a
Yeah.
relationship.
Okay. Helping hand.
You
That's a
know,
really really good point there.
so um so it was just more like that with the original Candyman, is that he was tortured, his hand was cut on the right side, his painting hand was cut, his right arm, and of course beehive everywhere, especially on his chest, and he was burned, you know and the thing is that in the first one, of course, his name was already questioned, and for her to even give the word out that he doesn't exist, people stopped saying his name and stopped even believing in him. So he started making plans of like making her look crazy, right? And
Mm.
her saying that it's not me, it's Candyman. By her saying the name and started telling people about his name, it was working for him to even live longer, to
Hmm.
live a
Mm.
little bit more, and stuff. And of course, he stole the baby, and that was the biggest theory that us fans we were always talking about. Why did he steal the baby? Why was the baby a big part? Where some people kind of took that as the negative part, but I honestly thought that I was like, there has to be more, because you don't write a great story and just leave like a plot hole. There has to be something else. And even and there were sequels of it
I was
of
gonna
Candy.
ask. Yeah, they never
Yeah,
addressed the baby in the
they
sequels.
never really addressed the baby in the sequels because
No,
they
there
were
were
just.
sequels
Yeah.
Yeah, there's 2 and 3, but they were terrible because they were trying to
straight
make
to VHS
straight
or
to VHS. Like it was
okay. Then.
bad. But Tony
Yeah,
Todd
don't
was the
count.
main.
Don't
Yeah,
count.
Tony Todd was the main character, but they were trying to make him a slasher film. You know what I mean? Like just a
Mm.
I
regular
see.
killer.
Okay.
And it was bad and it was annoying because the movie was so poetically directed and poetically just like storytelling that, of course, like towards the end, Helen saves the baby from the fire, and then she dies and he dies because his love for her pretty much kills him
Okay.
again. So he dies, and everybody just stopped believing in Candyman because they all made a truth in the. So this is where the movie takes place, where they made a truth never to say his name. So he was asleep for this many years of 1992 to 2019. So why do I like this Candyman movie? So the thing that I love about it is that I like how it's different from the first one. I like the different story, that it's not a love story anymore. It's just more of a rebirth of this character. And I love how there's different types of Candyman. The way that I see it, and this is why I love Candyman, is that you have different interpretations of how you see it. The way that I saw, the reason why there was different Candymans is because it's just the way that he keeps on with his legacy. You know what I mean? Like he picks out his victims to pretty much possess their soul or possess their body, and continuing on his artwork of just of his revenge killing, and feel his pain. And the thing is that, like, they keep on saying that back then, slaves were, black people were monsters and their scans and stuff like that. So you take them as monsters. So they created a monster, and
Yeah, I got that.
with his art, you know, with his killing and everything like that. This movie does really, it's bad to say, but it really does force the message in your face of police brutality, for the white people not helping out the hood and stuff like that. And that's what I love about the first Candyman, is that it's not in your face, but it's there, and it's just like shit. People are not talking about this.
Yeah.
And in this one, it's more in. It's a lot brighter. I
I
think.
would almost argue that's just because of the time now. Like it's because it is
Yeah.
more
Maybe.
apparent everywhere, and
Mhm.
so
Yeah.
I guess that's why it's more oblivious or more obvious to
More
people.
relatable, maybe even. So
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's a little bit more. Yeah, it's more relatable. So I don't know. It's take it as you will. It didn't bother me, but there were some points where I was just like, "Ah, I think it's kind of obvious. Like, I wish you couldn't. I wish like it was a more like, how can I say, like, instead of it like saying it, show it with Candyman, show it in a different way, how the first one did it, that I thought it was done brilliantly.
so
um
let me ask you this then, because
yeah
it should be obvious, but I don't know. Did you like the original or this one better?
I like the original one a lot
And
more.
that's an unfair question, of course, but
Yeah, yeah,
I
yeah.
assumed you
uh,
liked the original more.
I like the original more. Like I said, like I like the story. I like how they did it, how it's a rebirth story, and it's different. I will say the thing I did not like about it was just the way that Anthony became Candyman, right? The way that of course, like, to me, like I said, like I was thinking of like Candyman was possessing these people to continue on his story. That's why in the
Mhm.
end he told that girl, tell everybody,
Yeah.
because now he's back, now he's alive, now his
So, and
legacy
what
is.
in your mind, how did he
Mhm.
become Candyman in this movie?
It's still it's up in the air. It's one of those mysteries I don't want them to really solve. I don't want them to
Mm.
explain. It's one of those, like, those creepy curse films, like those creepy curse story of just like some, like, maybe like a witch saw this poor man die, and she just like, okay, you know what? There you go. I made a curse, and if you say this
No,
name.
not originally. Like in this movie, how did the
Oh, how he became alive. It's just I didn't like how it was just more of this of the friend telling him a story, and then automatically
right?
triggers. I
Yeah,
didn't I
that's it.
I didn't like
Yeah,
that. I honestly wish there was another way, because the way that they set it up, where Candyman stole this baby and he is the baby that was stolen,
yeah,
and he had other plans for this baby, for him to be the next body that he possesses.
yeah,
And I wish there was something else. I don't know what it I don't
yeah.
know.
Well, the beast thing, like what? Like I don't
So the beast thing is more of just like, because he already said the name
physically. Yeah,
physically. He already said the name, and then he went out there, and then now he's getting the same amount of pain and treatment, how Candyman was back in the day. So, like, he was, because when you look at the old pictures, Candyman is full of stings on his
Mm-hmm.
body, and he has all this like bruises on his neck and arm and stuff like that. So you know what I mean? Like I thought that the doctors were gonna amputate the arm right away because that's what I thought about the first
Yeah, maybe. Yeah.
the because in the beginning of the movie you see this man coming out of a hole and he has an amputated arm with with a hook, but like it's not really a hook, it's like one of those amputated um
It's,
uh
oh shit, what's the word for it? God, like, oh my god, we should know this word.
Yeah,
I
if it
feel
was
like
sober, I could think of what you guys were talking about, like
yeah, but you know what I mean,
serrating
it's just like
or
it's like
prosthetic.
prosthetic. It's just a
there we
prosthetic
go.
thing. So I don't know if that was just a little Easter egg of just like, oh yeah, he's the Candyman. He puts razor blades on kids' candies and stuff like that. But it was just one of those things. I took it as what it is. Like okay, whatever, right? So he gets beaten down because the cops are looking for him and blah blah. Um, and the thing that I just liked how it was just different. I wasn't expecting Tony Todd to show up the whole entire time. I liked how like I guess the reason Anthony was seeing this guy because he was the most recent Candyman. And I believe like if you're about to get possessed, you see the most recent people, and then you started fully seeing the real Candyman. Of course, I would have loved to see the original guy
Hmm.
more in the movie
Yeah.
than what we got. But I enjoyed it. I had a lot of fun with it. It wasn't a jump scare. It wasn't a slasher. I mean, there was a lot of killing, and I wish they did showed a bit more. But I did like how, in the point of view of the viewers, you were not able to see him
Was this
because with
PG-13 or rated R?
It's
no
rated
rated
R.
R, rated R,
Well, then they should have
because
gone. Yeah.
in the original one and even in the sequels of the other two, you're not able to see Candyman. You're not able to see him unless he wants you to see him.
Hmm.
So sometimes you just see these people in the
I get it.
middle,
Yeah.
middle of the air, and they're getting a hook through their chest, but you don't know what's killing them, and
Yeah,
that's
they
what
didn't
I
have money, man. The movies didn't have money. Like, cool, we don't have to show shit.
yeah,
Done.
and I think they didn't have money for this one, but I still like that point of view. I thought
CGI.
that was pretty awesome, and I liked how the whole entire movie was sort of an Easter egg. Easter egg was Anthony is an artist. He paints with his right arm.
Awesome.
He paints and everything like that, and he's becoming possessed. And and people will find this more of a complaint where the whole movie feels like a setup, like it's about to start and then the movie ends. But I kind of liked it how he was going through it little by little, and it's just like he's losing his mind, and you're just starting to believe like, is he losing his mind or is Candyman really real? And that's how the first one is too, as well. Um,
I didn't see that in this. I mean,
no,
it's
oh, okay.
somewhat obvious that
Mm-hmm.
like it's not like he was doing the killing. You saw it. They showed it. That's probably the problem. They showed it as in only people could see it through the mirrors, which brings
Right,
me to
right
my
here.
question: Is
Mm-hmm.
did the beginning of the movie, the title and everything being reversed, do anything for you?
Yeah, because you're looking through the mirror side. You're looking through Candyman's point of view of the
No, but I'm
reverse
saying the
mirror.
beginning of the movie where you have the
Mhm.
title,
I thought I had to
Universal,
go out and be like,
MGM.
"Hey, fix the movie."
Yeah,
Oh,
like I was just like,
oh,
okay,
I
cool.
automatically just thought that you're looking right at the mirror of like the opposite side. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah, I mean, but I don't think it did anything to be like, oh, cool.
Yeah,
I'm
I
just
think
like,
for like
oh,
a casual
mhm.
moviegoer, like it's
You're gonna be
out of place.
confused.
Like,
Yeah,
that's
it's
because
what
out
I
of
mean. Like,
place.
I
Mhm.
get it, I
I
fucking
thought
get
something
it.
was wrong with the movie, and I was
Mhm.
like, "Oh shit!" Like, am I gonna have to go get up? Because
Did
no
you
one was
really?
getting up. Yeah, I was like, "Why is it reversed?" And like, I'm looking around, no one's saying anything. No
No,
one
I
like,
got
okay,
it. I just thought it was like, okay, cool, stop.
No, at first I was like, "Whoa, what is this?" And then later on, I was like, "Oh, I see what they're
makes
doing."
sense.
Really? Oh,
Yeah,
I
it's
just
just
got
Um,
it off the bat.
it's just because I guess, like I said, like I'm a Candyman fan and I know exactly what they're sort of trying to do, and
Sure.
somewhat. Um, My negatives, honestly, was this that bothered me through the movie. Right, was what you guys mentioned about the daughter of like what did the dad had to do with the movie? What did the
Right.
dad had to do? What it had nothing to do with the story. And also, too, the second thing, I didn't like how Candyman had an accomplice, like an apprentice.
A
I
Robin.
didn't a Robin exactly. You know what I mean? Like if the mom said like we didn't say his name for him not to exist, but then the sister was able to say his name and he was around. So why did he need this kid? Because what the kid got him killed, so he's like, you know what? Since you got me killed, this is your mission now. This is what you need to do from now on. Like I don't know. I didn't like that. I was like, Candyman is not like that. Candyman has a purpose and he does his own shit. And I don't understand what this guy had to do with
Mm.
it. You know what I mean? And the thing is, like, he was just killed immediately, and it didn't do anything, nothing for the story, except for just like making this guy put a hook in him and his coat, and that's it. You know?
I
So
could get into that, but I won't because I'm tired.
I don't know. I just didn't. I didn't like that. I felt like that threw me off. And you could definitely feel like there's three types of different writers in the whole entire movie. There's Jordan Peele and there's the director. She wrote some
Right.
part of the movie and some other guy. You felt like they
No.
were trying to fit another story inside of it, but it was just it was sort of crammed, especially for an hour and 39 or
Ram.
31,
I thought
31
I
minutes.
because Jordan Peele also did
Mhm.
Twilight Zone. I thought this could have been an easier 1 hour Twilight Zone episode and taking up more of the
Yeah.
middle stuff, or not middle, beginning
Hmm.
middle stuff with the couple and her brother and his love interest. So I was
Mm.
just like, some
Hmm.
of that
All right.
didn't like
Yeah.
go.
Right. Of course. Yeah. Yeah. But yeah, like other than that, it's just to me the people who wrote this film, of course, Jordan Peele and the two others, the director, they definitely are fans of the first Candyman movie, and they were trying to do
Yeah,
something
for sure.
to connect it to bring back the character back, and I think they did a really good job. Of course, it's not perfect, you know, but I think overall it was a good film. I highly recommend it. I will watch it again, and I absolutely loved it.
one
I
one positive thing that I forgot to bring up that I did like about the movie, and I didn't hear either of you bring it up, so I don't know if you guys felt the same. I like the whole aesthetic of the entire film, like the dark tones and just
Yes.
like the
Hmm.
way that it was shot, like because it felt very much like that added the thrill and the suspense to the movie, and I was like,
Yeah.
like I think that's what helped me got interested more in the story. It was like
mm,
the way that the whole thing was filmed, the cinematography maybe I guess behind it
yeah.
or whatever.
Okay.
It
Yeah.
was like it was well done, and I was like, yeah, I really like this. I really like this a lot.
I
Yeah, my bad. Yeah, I like. I think
uh,
everybody the the way that it was filmed, the way that it was acted, like the artwork, like you, of course, like those people are assholes who find I don't know, like the whole world of how people judge other people.
oh yeah.
But I like how they did it in the film. I liked it. I definitely like how they did it in the film.
All right.
And I think overall it was for me. I thought it was a well filmed for fans and for of course for people who've never watched the first one like you two will find it confusing. You'll be questioning like, wait, what's this? What's that? Like I had to explain it to my wife as well, and then we're in the end where she's like, okay, I actually like the film now that you had to explain it to me. But I feel like me explaining it takes the value away from the
Yeah.
film itself. So but for me, who knows the story, who loves the first movie, and it was awesome to see Tony Todd in the end. It was really cool. I wish, like I said, I wish I could have seen them a little bit more towards the end or a little bit towards in the middle of the movie. Um, but I overall, great film.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, there.
I'll never watch this again, but it has made me. I'm probably gonna watch the prequel, the original, this weekend, and I can't wait for a sequel and see how that goes.
Yeah. So did I
So
do? Did I?
two yellows and a green.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I would not recommend it.
Hmm.
Like it's not something I'm gonna be like, yeah, go on and see this, but also I'm not gonna be like, no, go, don't watch this. I just don't think don't watch it this weekend because you got Shang-Chi in the theater, so watch that
Oh yeah,
instead.
yeah, yeah.
But it make good for I guess a Friday night movie night if you need to pick a movie.
Yeah,
Um,
watch those two films. I thought I don't know.
Streaming.
I had a feeling that I was not going to convince you to turn into a green,
I
but
just
I
think I
don't
need
know.
to watch the first movie for
Yes.
myself to
Yeah.
kind of
Right.
judge it. Yeah. All right. Do we have time for movie trivia?
Yes, we do, because I
I
already
think.
have it up and ready.
All right. Well, let's just do hams
Oh,
then.
okay.
Yeah.
Do we need to write or do I need to just tell you?
Uh, actually, you know what? It's you guys can just say it
I'll press the
because
buzzer.
because it's a number, so you can be close to the number.
All
So
right. Lay it
here
on
we
us.
go.
What's the question?
So
62.
and you have like 5 seconds to answer. No looking up.
Blue
So Tony
24.
Todd in the original movie, he negotiated with the beast things. They were actual bees on him. He negotiated how much you get paid every time he got stung. Go ahead, Mike. For each sting, how much was he getting paid for?
Oh, overall?
No, just per sting.
Oh, per thing. Okay.
Wait, is that your answer? You just
No, I need a number.
Yeah, no,
First
he
thing.
just texted a number. So is that his answer?
What? No, I said just to say it because all right.
Oh, you say 5,000.
All right, yeah. So Sal, how much do you think? Because the closest to the pin is the closest to the number wins.
I feel like 5,000 is way too low for someone to ask for something like that.
Each thing.
Yeah, I know. If they're like I'm gonna go with 10,000.
It was only 1,000. So Mike wins this round.
Really,
Ooh.
1,000
All
for
right.
this thing.
So now, how many times did he get stinged? How much in
Stung.
total did he get paid? Mike goes again first.
Grammar was not your best subject.
Hold on.
What?
Now
Hold on. There's no holding on. Just
No,
no, 5 seconds.
I was writing down the. I
Oh,
was.
did
I
he
was
write it down?
using
Did
my.
you write it down?
Oh, $150,000.
Okay.
what?
For each thing. So you thought he got stung that many
Stung
times? Okay.
30 times.
Wait, what?
No, but I told you the actual number that he actually got paid for. All right.
So
Go ahead, Sal.
Oh shit! I'm over here writing 5,000. Fuck, you're right.
I told you the answer. You got the first part. Sal, go ahead.
Oh, okay. So 30,000.
What?
I-
Shit. Probably
Say that number.
20,000.
The correct answer is 23,000.
It was close. I didn't go
Yeah.
over.
So, all right. So this is a tiebreaker, and I knew there was going to be a tie. Somehow I knew. And
Okay.
this is top of my head. Tony Todd played Death in this sort of horror slash slasher film series.
Final Fantasy. I mean, fuck. Final Destination.
Sal was gonna go first on this one.
I'm gonna say The Crow.
Nope. Mike, did he get it right or did he get it wrong? It was Final Destination.
He played Death in Final Destination.
Yep,
Yeah.
he played Death as
To
Final
be fair,
Destination.
I hated all those fucking movies except for the third one.
The random third one?
The one where they
The
all
roller
fucking
coaster?
died at the end of the movie, like the way it's supposed to happen.
Did you ever
all
see the
died.
one that was the prequel?
Don't get me started. No, I'm not gonna do
Well,
this.
then there we go. Mike is the undefeated champion. My trivia. So there you go.
I want to thank
Alright.
my mom.
Mike, do that thing.
Guys, follow us on Twitter and Instagram. Drunk Cop and the Teacher. Let us know what you thought about Candyman. What's the thing about overall the headlines that we talked about? And let us know what you guys are thinking about. If this is going to be a good Marvel movie that we're going to be talking about next week.
Shang-Chi.
Shang-Chi.
I'm actually
Oh.
excited. I'm really excited.
Did
to
you guys even
this
watch the
movie.
thing I told you to watch, or was that on a Blu-ray on an Iron Man movie?
Yeah, that was an old one. Like,
Yeah, but
this
did
guy
Mike
think
ever
it's
watch it?
revolutionary. They brought it. Like, no, that was a long time
No.
ago.
Yeah,
That was after all the backlash they got about the Mandarin, so
Yeah.
they filmed that shit.
I remember you saying that, but did Mike watch it?
Nah, fuck Iron Man 3.
No. You gotta watch. Well, I don't. I take it for what you want.
It's not even
Fine,
that long.
I'll watch it.
It's
Not even
really
that long.
short. It's like 10 minutes, maybe 15.
Yeah, especially with the Disney trailer or not trailer credits and all that. It's short.
Okay,
Because
I'll
I feel
watch
like
it.
they brought. I'm curious if they actually will revisit that. I feel like
I
they
hope
would
so.
in the movie. So I think that's why they put it on Disney Plus to be
Yeah,
like,
let's
hey,
see.
watch this. Was there an ad for Shang-Chi in that thing?
don't
No,
think so.
but it was I think I saw it up in the thing they put on top or whatever.
Right, the banner, yeah.
Yeah.
The
Okay.
way that Kevin Feige explained it was he when they made Iron Man 2, he was wanted to bring Shang-Chi to the universe.
Maybe.
Okay.
I don't know.
I don't know.
All right. Well, that's it for this episode. Any closing words, gentlemen?
Keep your Snicker bars close.
I mean, I was about to say the same thing. But basically, don't accept candy from strangers.
You didn't even talk about how shitty the candy was. It should have been.
They can't afford that.
They
They're
can't
not,
afford
you know,
Starburst in a budget.
no. We can barely afford ads or whatever. They couldn't. All right?
They were able to buy
They're not
baby
sponsored. All right.
Russell.
Not sponsored. Not sponsored.
Yeah,
Not sponsored. No. Later, guys.
Later.